Delighted to welcome now spokesperson for Republicans overseas. Oh, it's good to have her on. Jennifer Ewing, good afternoon.
Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Russell.
Now, swelling, you're drunk. That's what you see, because you're called Jennifer Ewing. I always do that. Can I say, we haven't spoken since November 5th, actually. I was on air yesterday. We played the whole speech. I had goosebumps, and I will be slaughtered by certain people, couldn't give a damn. I'll tell you why I had goosebumps. I don't agree with everything that your 47th president has said or done. There are many things in the past that he said and done that I find not right. However, why I had goosebumps, this was a man who fervently believes in what he says, has got the pulse of the country, unlike Sir Keir Starmer. When he said there are two sexes, men and women, when he said I'm declaring a national emergency on the southern border, and when he, I just was inspired. What's been the reaction 24 hours on?
Yeah, you're right. And I think one of the words we're looking for here is he's authentic. And while we don't have to agree with everything he says, I don't know anybody I agree with everything they say, he did listen to the people. So what you were hearing from that speech last night was not things he just pulled out of a hat or pulled out of thin air. It was after 4 years of listening to American citizens and some of the issues, grievances, concerns that they had with their country going in the wrong direction. And we know that obviously economy always plays an issue, but the second one was the crisis we had at the southern border, for sure. And then the third one was they did not like the direction our foreign policy was going on. And so anyone that's surprised at the quickness at which he got out his pen and started signing executive orders, many of which were just a reversal of ones that Joe Biden signed January 2021 when he first got into office, especially around border security, has not been paying attention, not to Trump, but to the American people.
It's interesting, and you would say that. I think we can absolutely clearly say that he listened to the American people and he delivered what he said he was going to deliver. There were so many parts of that speech. One of the things in this country, Jennifer, which you'll know about, is this current government, and I have to say part of the Tories who were in power as well, Russell's obsession with the green agenda. I just, honestly, when he called it liquid gold, and he basically said what we have been saying on this station. I mean, he did nick a phrase off us, by the way, the home of common sense, but to actually say to your people, right, instead of grabbing land from farmers by taxing them so they go bankrupt, nabbing your land, putting wind farms there, and by the way, it won't blow enough to get enough electricity, by which point I'm going to have to import it from some other country at 3 times the cost and screw my own people. No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take advantage of what we've got under our ground. He called it liquid gold, and with Biden 5 feet behind him, he went, drill, baby, drill. We've got Ed Miliband, who'd like us all to... honestly, it was so inspiring, and it just makes me fear for this country in so many ways.
Yeah, look, you're right. The United States, we love our cars. I just spent 2.5 weeks back in my home state of California, where I had the privilege of driving my brother-in-law's Tesla, and so many people in California have Teslas, drive Teslas, love their Teslas. It works for them. But it's a choice that they're making. It's a consumer choice. It's not forced upon them. Biden wanted to force an EV mandate onto the United States people, and Trump said, no, if you want your gas-guzzling car, sure, go ahead. And I think Americans think, look, we work too hard. We pay too much in taxes. We like our air conditioning. We like our heaters. We like our cars. So well, as much as we want clean air, clean water, by the way, you'll see Bobby Kennedy Jr. already looking into the water. People want a safe, clean environment, but we do not want the government involved in every aspect of our lives, especially if there's no real proof that it's going to change lives of Americans for the better. And that's what Trump is put in office to do, to make Americans' lives better.
Couldn't agree more. Russell, what did you make of the speech?
I loved it. I mean, it was a kind of machine gun of destroying 4 years of a damaging Biden administration in one day.
Karma Trump, though, wasn't it, from 2016?
Yeah, I think he's grown up. I really do. I think the second
Maybe
term...
he knows Washington, D.C. now.
Yeah, this second term. Yeah, but I think he's got less to prove. He's done it. Now I think he will settle into genuinely being there for American people. I think the way he talks on not just the identity politics thing, but
How good was that? Just a man and a woman.
Well, he just said, no, but now it's mandated. You know, a couple of things he mandated that were quite interesting. Mandated that there are now only 2 genders because, you know, there are. That's it. But also, you know, apart from things like the EV mandate now being ripped up, also not allowing employees to be able to mandate to their employers that they should work from home. This is music to our ears here. Let's hope it rubs off on the UK.
It's not going to, is it?
Well, and the very interesting thing is, in contrast to, you know, what happens here, and yeah, Jennifer, sorry, it's a UK point very quickly, is that, you know, we have a Keir Starmer that comes into power and literally does nothing that he said he was going to do in his manifesto, and does lots of things that were not in his manifesto. Donald Trump not only says what he's going to do and gets elected on it, before he's even sat down at the desk in the Oval Office, enacts, what was it, 100 or so executive orders to make sure that the things he promised the American people he would do, he actually does.
Before you go, Jennifer, we're tight as ever on time. 2 things. He pardoned nearly 1,600 Capitol riot defendants in those first orders. Nancy Pelosi, do you remember her? She went absolutely bat, and he said the wrong thing, bat something crazy. A lot of people are saying that's not right. However, let's not forget, sorry if I'm unfair here, but I don't give a damn, Joe Biden, on his last day in power, pardoned his entire family who haven't been accused of anything yet, and I would respectfully suggest that sends a very strong message, which is, I think some trouble's coming if you look at Hunter Biden and the rest of them. That was an extraordinary thing. That's the first point, right?
Well, not only that, Jeremy, but Joe Biden also pardoned the January 6th committee. So that's quite interesting. Wow. I think there's something to watch going forward there. But look, was this a wonderful day in the United States history? Absolutely not. Have there been people who have been overcharged, and has this been overplayed? There have been a lot of people doing hard time for years over this. This issue did not mean a lot to the American voters. Otherwise, President Trump wouldn't be reelected again. So time to move on. And yeah, time to move on.
Just to finish, I'll tell you why I salute him. Unbelievable. Within 10 minutes of being back in the White House, he reinstated Winston Churchill's bust in the Oval Office. Thank the Lord. Spot on again, right?
And again, our Prime Minister takes down a picture of Margaret Thatcher the day that he takes office in Downing Street.
Jennifer, enjoy it. We wish we had him here. Thank you, Jennifer Ewing, Republicans Overseas.